Hi yogis, welcome back to Sally's Sweet Life. I'm your host Sally and I'm going to be your yoga teacher today as we roll through yet another little sequence that I hope you're following me along. This one is number 26, so we're kind of halfway through a year of them, I guess. And this one is such a treat. I absolutely love this, and I love it that it's at the very middle of the full year, if that makes sense. Now, what we're going to be doing is blind yoga today. So everything else is the same. We're still going to be doing a little bit of breathing in the beginning. We're still going to be doing 7 sequences all around a sun salutation kind of a flow. We're going to explore it all with your eyes closed. And it starts to, when I was teaching yoga classes, sometimes we would do a full hour with eyes closed, and it's just amazing. So this is just a taster for you guys today. So it requires a fair bit of trust, and just see if you can go with it and see how the beauty of this experience really unfolds for you. It's about trusting yourself, but also your confidence really starts to enhance as we roll through. I'm going to come to the very top end of my mat. Now, you should be facing the top end of your mat. So will I. I normally face you, but we're going to have our eyes closed. It's really important for you today, as we start into our sun rolls and our breaths, that you have your feet further apart. Okay, so I've actually got my feet a little bit wider than my hips, so I feel really grounded. Oh, yeah, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to close your eyes and just stand and be quite still and just get a feeling for the mat beneath your feet. I want you to just breathe and feel the surface that you're standing on. Perhaps you're not on a mat today, but just feel the surface. Take note of whether it's a cushy mat or a furry rug. I want you to absolutely feel the support of the floor beneath you. We're going to start to breathe. So we're going to take our arms nice and wide, breathing in and up. Fingertips find each other overhead, hands are in prayer, and then just retrace your footsteps. Exhale, arms go wide and down beside you. Do that again, breathe in. Reaching up into prayer, breathing out, reaching down toward the floor. Again, breathing in. If you're wanting to, now start to lift your chin just a little. Exhale down and actually drop your chin a little. Breathing in and up. Starting to lean back a little bit as you lift your chin. Exhale, go slowly down, chin drops. You don't have to do these. Inhale up. We're going to stay up for a moment. I want you to have your hands in prayer and cross your thumbs over. Squeeze your butt and lean back. I want you to feel the full length from fingertips right through the stretch in the front of your torso to how your toes grip. Can you feel them gripping the mat? And then exhale down. Let's start to move a little bit more. Hands are right beside your thighs. Just bend your knees, just trust. We're going to bend your knees and slide your hands down your legs all the way into a forward fold. So we have lots of support as we're coming down. Good. Let's do that again. So have your hands toward the floor and just slide your hands up your legs until you're standing. Take your arms really wide all the way up overhead. It's a really different experience, isn't it? Hands into prayer and then lean back a little. Yes, grip the floor, that's okay. Sweep the hips forward. Slowly realign your shoulders back over hips and your arms go wide. All the way down to your thighs. Bend your knees and roll down into a forward fold. We are just breathing and trusting and moving together. let's keep your hands close to your feet. I just want you to really bend the knees and just hang the head. Now, let's just reassure yourself with your fingertips on the mat, and so that you should be able to feel the corners of your mat if you're on a mat. And we're going to take your hands toward the floor and then start to walk back into down dog. Now you're going to want to open your eyes, but I don't want you to, if you can. Yes, good. And then you can move the feet a little bit and just feel where you are on your mat. That's okay. That's good. It's reassuring. Even though you're in the familiarity of this beautiful pose, let's work it. Let's draw the heels down toward the floor. Let's stretch your hips up toward the roof and your fingers away so you get that beautiful back of body length. Just feeling, that's all we're doing. And we're going to slowly come into high plank. So hang on a second. Before we do that, I want you to feel how the weight is in your legs, okay? It's pretty much in the ball of the foot, but it's also in the heel of the hand. Can you feel the heel of the hand pressing? And as we come into high plank, notice what happens in the hands as we slide forward. You need to try and feel, actually I want you to come forward. I want you to feel that your shoulders are way in front of your fingers, and then even come back a little bit and make sure that it feels like your shoulders are right on top of your wrists, and then drop your knees. Notice how that's a lot easier. We're going to simply bend your elbows and come all the way down toward the floor and relax your toes. Pull your elbows in toward your ribs, scooping your heart up here in baby cobra. And then when you're ready, finding down dog again. Let's cruise and walk your feet back in toward your hands. So make sure your toes touch your hands so you're feeling confident on the mat. And then slowly trace your hands up the legs. We're coming up into extended mounting again. It's, yeah, I know, it's really different. Little lean back. You're doing good. It's just about coming down slowly, moving slowly. Hands beside you. Bend your knees, roll down. Fingertips to floor. Relax your head. Feel where you are on the mat. And then walk your feet back to down dog. Feeling okay? Let's roll through another vinyasa. Inhale into high plank. Feeling the alignment of your shoulders over wrist. Let's drop the knees, keep pulling the belly in. Lower down. Feel the floor meet you and support you. Relax your toes. Breathe in, scoop up the heart. Notice how you naturally squeeze the butt there. And then when you're ready, return back into down dog. Just driving your heart a little more toward your toes. How are you doing? Okay? Let's walk your feet back in. Remember, they're staying wide, so we want them to touch your hands. So we feel a little stable, a little more stable as we lift up into extended mountain again. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hands slide down your legs. We need that. We're going to this time inhale your right leg only back into a lunge, and I want you to just find the back of the mat with that foot. Sink into your hips and then step into down dog. So I've got my eyes closed as well. Roll through the vinyasa. Inhale. You don't have to drop the knees now if you're feeling strong today. Good for you. Inhaling, I'm actually coming up into up dog this time as opposed to baby cobra. So really lifting through the heart and then pulling back into down dog. We're going to bend your knees And even though our eyes are closed, I want you to imagine you're looking between your hands. So you need to lift your head a little and step confidently your right foot on the outside of your hand so you can feel your hand. You might be right on the edge of the mat, that's okay, but just take a moment to really sink in the hip and lift your heart, okay? Good. Let's step the other foot in on the outside of the hands, forward fold. You're doing great. I bet you're doing great. Coming up. Big breath in. Oh, big breath out. Moving with a little bit more confidence as we slide down. Inhaling, taking the left leg way back to the back of the mat. Sinking in the hip here, lifting in the heart. Stepping back into down dog. Inhaling through into high plank. Corseting around the belly. Feel the weight of the hands so that you know you're in great alignment. Drop on down either all the way to the floor or hovering, and then choosing baby cobra or up dog. Coming back into down dog. Bend your knees, look behind closed eyes, look forward as you step your left foot up through on the outside of both of your hands. Take a moment to sink in the hip and look forward without looking forward. And then step your back foot through. Yes. Coming up. Yeah. Moving with a bit more freedom and confidence. That is good. All the way down. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale into down dog. Nothing new. Inhale into high plank. Feeling your way there. Exhale down toward the floor. Inhale, scooping up. Exhale, scooping and down dogging back. Inhale through, right leg steps on the outside. Take that moment to really get into the straightness of the back leg. Doesn't even matter if you take a couple of breaths, okay? This is more about feeling confident and secure as we reach up into our 6th round. All the way down. Nice. Left leg goes back. Down dog. High plank. Do you remember when we first started and how unnerving it is? And now look at you, you're flowing. Do you want to do a whole hour of this? Yes. It's pretty cool. Left foot steps through into lunge. I just kept flowing there. And then I'm in a forward fold. Coming up into extended mountain. Let's do one more together. A little bit like our first one. Okay, so we're coming into a forward fold. Still sliding down toward the floor. I'm going to step both feet back into down dog. I'm going to inhale through into high plank. Exhale down to crocodile. Inhale, low baby cobra or up dog. Returning to down dog. Walking your feet in, again still toward your hands so that they're nice and wide, the feet are wide. Just take a moment here as we hang over your legs. Take your hands off the floor and cross your arms so that you're holding onto your elbows and you're framing your whole face. Taking a moment to feel just the natural stretch through the legs, the psoas. A natural stretch through the legs and Stretching beautifully the fascia in the back of the body. Feels good. Walking your hands up to your knees and rolling up to a standing position. And just again feeling, I want you to feel the balance. So I want you to spread your toes. Notice again the earth supporting you beneath your feet. Notice how your body almost, well, it does stack, but almost like the head floats on top. Let's breathe in. Arms go wide and high, all the way up to the roof. Bringing your hands down toward your heart center. Taking one conscious breath here. We still have our eyes closed, but after you've taken that breath, you might like to open your eyes. I'm turning toward the camera now. How did you go? It's like you get into this tiny little yoga bubble, isn't it? It's amazing. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that. And I hope we'll see you again for more everyday flow yoga. That's what this video is going into that playlist. We have 26 of them now, and I hope to see you for the next one, which is 27. Stay well. See you later.